Can you tell me about it?
This is Daddy. This is Mommy. I was in your belly here.
Oh, do we have ears?
No, that's ear.
Oh, okay. How about ears for Daddy and hair?
I
then come back.
No, look, there. Okay.
Okay.
Come right back.
Okay. Good job, Mills. You rolling, girl? Wow. Wow. He's looking around. We have a roller, people. Oh, it's been tricky at night. This is my earliest roller. 2 months, boy. Yay, we made a whole shower with no tears, right, girl? We were just mesmerized. Woohoo! Okay, shower done. Okay, so it's not working. I'm gonna try and do what I normally do and put it in those little roller curls and then dry it. We'll see if that works. Okay, it's pretty dry. I'm just gonna let it in here until we go somewhere and then we'll see how it comes out. I feel like I don't know, I feel like it's held its curl, but there are like thick pieces like this that it's really hard to get in there with the heat. So I am trying my best here, but I think, I don't know, it worked for me. So we'll see what it turns out like. I shouldn't have said it worked for me, not yet, but the drying part was good. So I'm gonna get into some chores for the day, but I will catch back up with you here in a second. Okay, our groceries came pretty early yesterday and I didn't get a chance to film it, so I brought everything out for you, but I'm gonna go through it. Some things we've already gotten into, of course. It wasn't really a big one. We didn't need a lot of meat because we had some in the freezer, but I was craving some pulled pork, so we did get that. We have Petite Gold gourmet potatoes. I did forget to mention everything on here was a digital deal, so Kroger's having some really great sales in their digital deals and just like their savings if you're in their app. So I suggest if your groceries look anything like this, go ahead and get those savings instead of paying full price. So yes, we have 2 Petite Gold gourmet potatoes here. I love these for sheet pan meals and they're super filling. They're also really good. I used to be plant-based, some of you know that, and you can cut them in half and scoop out the insides and make little deviled eggs with them. They're really tasty like that. And then, of course, I stocked up on some rice. I just got 4 bags of rice that I'm going to put in some Mylar later on. I have some sweet potatoes here. I was just intrigued by these donut peaches, probably because of their shape and all, but I probably won't purchase these again because they're so small compared to our regular Palisade peaches. So we have 2 Palisade peaches, 2 donut peaches. I don't know if your store carries these. They were just very interesting. So yeah, let me know if they do. I have avocados here. I just got 4 of those. I got some English breakfast black tea for some iced tea. I just really like this flavor with iced tea. I have some lemon juice for canning. I wanted the larger one, but they were out. I have some Organic Girl baby spinach. I have some Stonyfield Organic Kids yogurt tubes. I have some asparagus over here. The big blueberries were on sale as well as the big strawberries. We'll probably go back later on in the week and grab some more because kids go through berries like crazy if you didn't know. So we have some of the Applewood smoked bacon It's topped with the bacon. I see. Okay, yeah, I wanted to do little pulled pork sandwiches with this, and I find that this shred's pretty good. I mean, the pork shoulder was $19.99 for the whole thing, so I didn't need that much pork. We're just going to do it with this. We have some of the queso blanco cheese dip for my husband. I have some Simple Truth organic grape tomatoes. I have some hop tea. This was $1, so it's black tea brewed with hops, and it tastes like an IPA if you're into that and you're doing no alcohol or you're gluten-free. This is perfect for you. I have an English cucumber. I have 3 different cheeses. I think it was like 3 for $7, which, wow, the kids are playing was not the best deal, but we needed it, so I grabbed 3 of those. I got some sourdough bread. I looked at this, and this is why I like the other bread better, the other sourdough, but they were out. This is enriched wheat flour. I try to avoid that, but that's okay. That's what they substituted it for. And then, well, it does say non-GMO, but still. And then I have feta cheese. This is goat milk cheese, and I thought maybe, I don't know, I could eat this, and I can. So definitely, if you're avoiding cow's milk, this one is okay. And then I have 2 whole milks. I got 4 total. One's way back there in the refrigerator, but these were on for 99 cents. So that's a great price. And that's it. That's all really we needed. Of course, we'll probably go back to the store this week for little knickknacks here and there. But I did forget, we also got the Keebler cookies for my husband. He got the fudge stripes and the chips deluxe. And I think, yeah, that's it. I'm looking over here. We just have random breads. These are the only 2 things that weren't over here. So yeah, looking good. Very excited. I'm going to get this put away, and then I will get you turned around. I'm going to share a meal plan this week because I know you really enjoyed that last time, but we'll do a meal plan and a nice little recipe, and that will be the video. I thought that would be fun. It brings cooking content and hauls all into one thing. Okay, coming to you late night with my meal plan. It is a beautiful storm outside, so if you hear thunder, it probably will scare me before you hear it, but yes, that's what's going on in the background. I'm going off of Kristen Cavallari's True Comfort Cookbook. I will link it in my Amazon store, but you could find these anywhere, and they're super cheap because it's an older book, so they're like $10, but I really love this cookbook. So it has all of the gluten-free and refined sugar, but she dealt with the same issue breastfeeding as I did, and she found that sheep's milk cheese and goat milk cheese is what she could stomach, like I said. So that is what she has for most of these recipes. We're not necessarily gluten-free, so you can adapt these recipes, but they're amazing. So what I have written out here are Monday through Friday dinners, and then I have lunches and breakfast. So let's just start with breakfast. We're doing burritos, bagels, and fruit. We have a bunch of cream cheese in there. I don't know why. I guess maybe I froze some and I brought it back out, but we're going to do homemade bagels and I'm going to do cream cheese. And then burritos I made postpartum. I just need to get rid of them and make room in my freezer. So that is what we're doing with that. And then we have plenty of fruit like you saw. And then for lunches, I'm doing the creamy roasted veggie pasta salad from True Comfort, the book over here. I'm going to do chicken salad. I'm going to do deviled eggs and beef jerky. I'm going to meal prep those. And then we're going to do salmon BLTs. We've just been really loving it with some wild salmon and just putting it on some sourdough toast or lettuce wraps, whatever we have on hand. So that covers breakfast and lunches and snacks, honestly, because we just snack on fruit and proteins throughout the day. At least I try to. We're not perfect though. Over here, Monday, we are having bowls. I've just been obsessed with bowls because I can get all of the nutrients that I need in. So on this bowl, it's a base of quinoa. So I just make a huge thing of quinoa with my deviled eggs and beef jerky meal prep, and that I just use through the whole week. So I make about 3 cups and that lasts me for a long time. So we're doing chicken on that, some feta, a little bit of sweet potato, onions, and peppers, and calling it good. That one is super filling. And then on Tuesday, we're taking 2 recipes from True Comfort. We're gonna do the squash fritters with the zucchini that I have from last year in the freezer. And then we're doing cauliflower mac. So if you've noticed a trend, I'm trying to get the freezer set up so I can start freezing. I'm probably going to be freezing more of the garden harvest than preserving it in water bath canning. And that is just because I'm enjoying a lot of those vegetables in the freezer instead of canning them, if that makes sense. So carrots, I love frozen carrots a lot better than putting them in the canner. So Wednesday, we're doing bison, quinoa, corn, and rotel, and then you can sprinkle that with some avocado. That's more of a bowl style, or you could use rice. And then for Thursday, I'm doing bacon wrapped butternut squash. I think that will be really tasty, but they can sit a little heavy in the stomach, so we're just gonna have a Caesar salad with that. And then on Friday, we're gonna do eggplant parm, my favorite. My husband even likes it, and it's a vegetable, so we are gonna love it. Everyone's gonna enjoy it with Parmesan cheese, except for me. I might do some manchego on there, but I can't really find any on sale that I actually like, so we shall see. It's just great with regular sauce as well. And then Saturday, we're gonna do chicken enchilada casserole. So it's essentially the exact same thing as chicken enchiladas, but in casserole form. And then Sunday, we are doing chili sesame noodles with meatballs. It calls for spicy meatballs, but I am not gonna do that. I'm just gonna leave the spice out. We're gonna just use the second half of that bison or elk. I don't know which one I have in there. I know it's a game meat, but I forget which one. So yes, that is the meal plan this week. You can screenshot it here. I apologize, my handwriting is terrible now that I'm not a teacher and I'm just like out of practice. So if you want any specific recipes, I can do my best to type it out, but it is kind of illegal for me to do that. So you would have to buy the cookbook. I could give you a gist of what's in it though. So let's get into this recipe for tonight. I am starting dinner tonight. Millie is sleeping right next to me, so I'm trying to be loud. I'm trying my best, but we are gonna make some rice bowls with pork and grilled peaches. We had this last year and I totally forgot about it. It is super yummy. We have garden fresh peas, not really a lot of them, but it will be enough for this dish. We have some sad looking onions that we're just gonna use up. We have a peach for grilling, and then we have our pork that's been going low and slow in the crock pot all day. And then over here I have some rice and I'm just rinsing it, so I'm trying to get all the starches out. It takes forever, so I'm letting it soak for a little bit, and then I'm going to cook it in some chicken broth and go from there. We're gonna have this with some balsamic glaze or soy sauce. I'm just not sure what my husband wants, so I'm gonna put that together for you, a nice little summertime bowl, and it's super filling, so this will be great for families. Okay, it is a mess right here in the middle of painting and all this. I got all of the grossness off of the onions, and then this is what we have. So I'm gonna put that down, and then the peas I'll show you. I just guess I don't grow enough of it, but I still grow them every year because we really like peas. So I'd love to just have them frozen all year around. But see, I lost one. Oh my goodness. But yeah, take them out of here. Sugar snap peas would be another option. I feel like I yield more when I'm growing sugar snaps, but I'm just gonna put this right in the rice mixture, just like a little stir fry, and let them steam while the rice is cooking along with the onions, and that will be the flavor. I don't know, it'll flavor it a bit. And then the grilled peaches really caramelize, and it goes really well with like a smoky pork dish. But this could, I don't know, it could be one of my favorite meals in the summertime, but I've never had it with pork yet, so I'm excited since I'm new to all this meat. But I have been just loving these bowls, as you saw in my meal plan this week, because they're just really easy for me to be full on. I'm finding that it's really hard to stay full when you're breastfeeding, so that is what I'm doing. So I'm gonna get all these peas out, and I will meet you back here in a second when I get the rice together. Okay, here's what we have going on. We're gonna do peas and the white part of the onion in the rice, this for a garnish, this for the chickens. We're gonna grill this on our cast iron grill pan, and then over here I just have my rice going. You can see it's still cloudy after rinsing it close to 10 times, but we got it as close as we possibly can. And this is jasmine rice. I just read on the thing that it doesn't need to be rinsed. I've always rinsed mine. Let me know in the comments what you do with yours, because I'm curious. I don't know why that variety would not need rinsed and everybody else does. But anywho, I'm gonna put this all together for you, but I'm gonna go give these to the chickens, and I will meet back up with you when I grill this peach up. Okay, so now I'm just taking the pork and I'm shredding it. These tend to get just a little trickier, and typically, you know, my husband and I, well, my husband don't, I guess he likes pork, but you know, it dries out a lot, pork chops and such. But I find that if I do them in the crock pot here, it does maintain some of that, I guess, juiciness, if you want to call it that. This one has bacon on it, I think, which I didn't mean to get that. I you know, I don't want like a double portion of it, but that's okay. So all you do is just pull it apart here, and then I'm gonna put in just a little bit of chicken stock, and I'm going to put in a little bit of barbecue sauce and then call it good. And I find that it stays pretty juicy while I'm preparing everything else. And alternatively, I forgot to tell you, you could use mango with this or pineapple, and they're both really good. I've even used apple before and then topped it with like a goat cheese. That's really good too. I've done so many different, I guess, varieties of this. And if you don't like rice, you could do quinoa. You could do amaranth, which is actually pretty good with this. Bulgur wheat. You could even do this with like Thai noodles or something like that, make it into like a spring roll. But it's a very versatile dish. I just really enjoy sharing these types of dishes, because I find if I am in a rut in the kitchen, all I have to do is think of a base and a protein, and then the bowl just kind of comes together with what we have in the refrigerator. So I just wanted to share that little tip with you, and it's definitely a money saver too, because we use up a lot of the ingredients. So I'm gonna add just a little bit of sauce to this and a touch of stock, and I think we will be good. Alrighty, I have my pan over here, and then I just have my peach that I rinsed off. It's a white peach. I'm going to just lay it down on the grill side. I like to slice mine pretty thin. We'll move this over so you can see a little better. And then I just let it go. I drizzle it with a little bit of oil. I'm just gonna do some avocado oil, but I do find that it's just easier if I keep the pieces like this. And you really only need one peach, because it's not essentially an ingredient, but it's not a garnish, it's an in-betweener. So I don't know, I guess it can be considered an ingredient for this dish, but can be the star of the show, I suppose. Yes, so Palisade peaches are like a big thing here in Colorado, and that's a place down on the western slope-ish. I don't know, it's like southwest Colorado, and they're known for their wine country as well, so we really enjoy it down there. I had a glass-aged Chardonnay down there, and I've never stopped talking about it. I think it was one of the best Chardonnays I've ever had. I'm definitely more of a dry wine type of girl, but I grew up going to the Finger Lakes in New York. And then, of course, when I was 21, I got to actually enjoy like more than the beauty of the Finger Lakes. But I don't know, I really enjoyed that wine, but I found some of them to be pretty sweet, obviously, because it's a different climate and a different grape, but I love the Finger Lakes. If I could live anywhere, I definitely would want to try the Finger Lakes out at some point in my life. But I know some of you are from around that area, so let me know in the comments if you're comfortable, because I just love it up there, and we would love to go on vacation up there when we move closer to home for sure. So yes, I'm gonna get this on a medium heat. When the rice is done cooking, I'm gonna cover this actually, because the flies are outrageous, of course. So that is what is going on, and I will see you for assembly. Okay, here's my final bowl. I have the grilled peaches on top. I garnished with the green onion tops, and then I did some pork and rice, and we have a ton of food left. Honestly, this is a great one to do. I did 2 cups of rice, and that will be plenty to save for just a few days. But here are the grilled peaches, and then here is the rice. It fluffed up really nice. I forgot how much I love jasmine rice, so I will be buying that from here on out. So we are gonna dig in here, and I hope you enjoyed today's video. Alrighty, so let me know if you enjoyed that, the grocery haul, the meal plan, and a nice recipe. I love doing that for you. Last time I did it, we got quite a few views, so that showed me that you really enjoyed it, and that is why I did another video. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. I hope you're having a great day wherever you are in the world, and I will see you soon. Bye, y'all.